Hello, welcome to the Reds News Roundup. It is Monday. It is the Monday after Liverpool beat Everton in the derby. It's also the Monday after Phil Coutinho was sold to Barcelona for 142 million quid. Absolutely mental. The big focus for this January, of course, for these news shows is going to be on who Liverpool replace Phil Coutinho with if they replace him. Now, a few news stories to talk about today. We're going to be talking Naby Keita, we'll be talking Lemar, we'll be talking the Roma goalkeeper Alisson, we will also be talking Divock Origi. But before we get into any of the news, we are running a competition. We have been asking for you to get us to 200,000 subscribers by the end of January. We're this close, and we have got a unique copy of Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 to give away to one of our subscribers. All you need to do for that is leave a comment in the comments below and say, I want that Pro Evo. And you need to be subscribed to the channel. That's all you need to do. Comment, I want that Pro Evo, and be subscribed for your chance to win a truly unique copy of Pro Evolution Soccer 2018 from us at the Redmen TV. Okay, so we're going to get into the news then. We're going to start with the Telegraph, and it's Chris Bascombe, former Liverpool FC journalist for the Liverpool Echo back when I was growing up in the 90s, probably early noughties as well, but I remember him from the 90s. In fact, I'll let you into a little secret. It's where I got the Blood Red thing from, because his column in the Echo was called Blood Red back in the day. So there you go. I've just dropped my microphone on the floor, which has never happened before. And there is where I got my name for Twitter, at Mr. Blood Red. So there's something that you never knew. Chris Bascombe. Okay, so we'll go over to that Telegraph article. It says Liverpool looking to speed up Naby Keita transfer from RB Leipzig after Phil Coutinho's £142 million exit. We've just read the title. We're obviously on the Telegraph, where Chris writes for nowadays. This was released at 10:55 last night. It's 10:10 a.m, so it's only been out for just under 12 hours. Liverpool will attempt to bring Naby Keita's Anfield switch forward to fill the void left by Philippe Coutinho's £140 million move to Barcelona. Blah, blah, blah. As details emerge, the message Coutinho took to push through the new camp transfer, committing £11.5 million of his own money. By the way, £9 million up front, so apparently £2.5 to follow. They've got the Neymar money, Phil. Why did you have to spend so much? We've already sorted the signing for Keita, roughly about 57 million. Could go up, obviously. But at this stage, it still looks unlikely that we'll get him this month, but we are willing to pay more. Liverpool are respectful of the German club's stance, given the professional way negotiations proceed in the summer, right, Chris? But given the Merseyside, the significantly swelled kitty, they're in a strong financial position to make another tempting offer. Keita would rather join Liverpool this month. Leipzig now out of this season's Champions League. If Keita cannot be secured, Jurgen Klopp may wait until the summer before being proactive in the transfer market. However, he is keeping all options open. Every penny received from the Coutinho sale is available for the manager as and when he needs it, whether that is sooner or later. Wow. So there you go. That, I suppose, answers a few different questions. It asks more questions as well, to be honest. I mean, I don't particularly like the stuff where he says, if we can't get someone now, we'll wait. But that is Jurgen Klopp, and that is the way that he likes to do business. You know, he doesn't like to keep players around who are unhappy at the football club. I think we've seen that. You know, you only have to think about the Mario Götze stuff when he was at Dortmund, and the fact that they cried in each other's arms and all that, but he wouldn't keep him against his will. Phil Coutinho's not been kept against his will. In fact, he's been a bit of a prick in the way that he's gone around things. But whether we know the full story, who knows at the moment. But Klopp does want to reinvest into the squad. Whether he can or not is something completely different. Keita would be an interesting one, because it says to me that if we do try and bring Keita in this January, then it shows you more where Keita will be playing, because it says to me that Keita is one of those forward midfielders rather than a DM, which is what we've thought all along. But, you know, it's all guesswork, isn't it? Now, if we do try and bring a Naby Keita in, then he could take that midfield position, still be short a left winger, if you ask me. I like the idea of 3 players rotating for that. Obviously, earlier on in the year, alas, only a week ago, we were rotating Coutinho, Mane and Salah for that position. I'll be gutted if we don't have 3 players to rotate, because I think you need that freshness from those front 3 when they're working so hard to score us goals. Okay. Leipzig to resist attempts to bring the transfer forward, says the Liverpool Echo, which is a little bit gutting. Okay, Leipzig will resist any attempts from Liverpool to bring Naby Keita to Anfield this month. The Reds are exploring the possibility to bring him forward the midfielder's arrival following the sale of Felipe Coutinho to Barcelona. Thank you very much, Ross. Keita is due to move to Merseyside in the summer and will be open to the idea of doing so in January if possible. That's good though, isn't it? Keita wants to come to Liverpool in January. So yeah, I mean, the Naby Keita stuff, listen, the Oliver Mintzelaff, the Bundesliga club CEO, spoke last week and said neither Naby nor his agent have made the request to leave the club in the winter. They're the contracts and they say he'll be a Liverpool employee from July the 1st onwards. They sit 5th in the Bundesliga at the halfway stage, 2 points off second place. Keita has made 20 appearances so far, scoring 5 goals. So that's enough on Naby Keita. We'll come to the comments a little bit later because I'm sure there are a lot of comments about a little Brazilian and Naby Keita. Okay, so Thomas Lemar, Sky Sports, yesterday afternoon say Liverpool will not make a January move for Thomas Lemar, which is absolutely gutting. Will Liverpool's decision to allow Coutinho to join Barca will not bring forward any possible move for Thomas Lemar. The Monaco forward has been regularly linked with a move to the Premier League, with rivals Arsenal understood to have strong interest, blah, blah, blah. Monaco have always been steadfast in their desire to keep hold of Lemar, at least in January, with their vice president, Vadim Vasileyev, telling Sky Sports News as far back as October that no deal will be done at least until the next summer window. Well, I'm glad that they're going off October news because I think money talks, and Monaco are a club like Liverpool, unfortunately, that have shown when money has been put down on the table, they'll find it difficult to resist. We'd like Lemar, wouldn't we? We'd all like Thomas Lemar, but according to Sky, it's not looking very, very likely. Okay, so a little bit different. I'm going to go over to Twitter now and Selecao Brasileira. You'll remember him from the summer because he was talking about Phil Coutinho a lot. But there's a Brazilian journalist called Pitaco do Gufo who's saying Liverpool could announce the signing of Roma goalkeeper Alisson this transfer window, which I think is really, really interesting. He's a good-looking man with a great beard, let's be honest. I don't know how true this could be, he says, but there's been several media outlets from Italy, England and now Brazil linking Alisson with Liverpool. In my opinion, the club going after him will make sense because the characteristics to fill in the needs. Again, I don't know how credible this could be, but the journalist is based in Porto Alegre and claims to be an Internazionale insider, which is the mother club for Alisson. If he moves to Liverpool, Inter would receive $2.5 million of the fee. And then someone says, do you know if this journalist is credible, mate? I've never seen him before, rather than saying, he said, me neither. That's all I know about him. So at the moment, it's not looking very credible, I suppose. But we do have another article here where you can see he actually does reply to the journalist. This is him, Peter Codogufo, Gustavo Guffo, there we go. So this fella replies to Selecao Brasileira and says, hi mate, all I know is they are negotiating. That's a fact, but it doesn't mean the transfer will be done. You know how it works, which is interesting that he believes that Liverpool are negotiating and he is out there on Twitter saying that it's a fact. So yeah, Liverpool...
Great moustache as well, that journalist.
He has got a great moustache. Should we go and have a look at it, just for everybody else? Because it really, really is. It's fantastic. Look at this, mate. This guy. Look at that guy. I mean, the glasses, the moustache, the pink shirt, the blue blazer, the slightly greying hair. It says to me he's legit. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you just either that or he's a complete parody, and he's just picked a stock image from somewhere on the web. Who knows? I would like to translate. Thank you very much. I'm going to go back over here. And finally, we're going to go over to Sky's Transfer Centre Live. They're leading with Liverpool, not in for Lemar. Coutinho's at Barcelona. Coutinho brought to replace Iniesta, blah, blah, blah. Interestingly, Aubameyang's apparently going to Guganzu Evergrande, who've reached an agreement in principle with Dortmund to sign Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang for €72 million. Come on, man. Can't we just have him? Linked to a move in China last summer, according to Sina Sports, they're in advanced negotiations with Dortmund. Yeah, more of that, man. Oh, that's painful. Can everyone see that? That is absolutely painful to see, isn't it? Phil Coutinho in a Barcelona top. But first of all, smiling. He's not smiled all friggin' season long. I hated it last night. Did you read the Daily Mail article, lads and lasses? It was horrible, wasn't it? If you read that, oh, I'm not going to do that on this show because it was really, really horrible. But then at 8:45, Liverpool will attempt to bring Keita in from Leipzig, according to the Mail. 8:37. Inter didn't include a sell-on clause for Felipe Coutinho, which is a little bit gutting as well for them, but not for us. So there you go. And finally, Divock Origi's open to a possible Anfield exit. Didn't think I'd be talking about this one this morning. Liverpool forward joined Wolfsburg in loan in the summer after growing frustrated at our lack of first-team opportunities. He's rejuvenated his career with a massive 4 goals in 15 appearances. Wolfsburg have made it clear they'd like to keep him. Origi will be back up probably to Fabinho, Mane and Salah. 22-year-old will have 1 year left on his Liverpool contract. Revealed last month that he hasn't been in contact with Jurgen Klopp since he left, which is a little bit mad, isn't it? Origi says his options are open regarding his future. I take that as a compliment that the club rates me, Origi said. Several factors play a role. I am someone who is enjoying the moment. I think everything's possible. I focus on the here and now. I have a good relationship with Liverpool, but feel really well here at Wolfsburg. So maybe Origi could be one of those players to leave Liverpool after a short spell with us. Little bit disappointing because a couple of years ago I really felt like he was going to be a top striker for us. But yeah, it is what it is, I suppose. And you know, I was talking about the Pro Evolution Soccer, the unique copy. Yeah, get your comments in. I want that Pro Evo. And don't forget, you need to be subscribed to the channel as well. We are so close to 200,000, and I'm going to get into the comments. I am going to reveal the unique copy. Yeah, baby. The world's only Virgil van Dijk Pro Evolution Soccer 2018. Just saying. Yeah, it's not as good as some of the other channels that have 200,000 subscriber giveaways, but it's fucking unique, and it's Redmen TV, and that's what matters. So we're going to get into the comments section then. Si, have you got something to start me off on? Any of the stories?
So on Naby Keita, as a fella says, what club would be silly enough to sell a key player in January? Come on, guys.
Anything else, Si? How long have you had that stack for?
Since the start of the video. K. Marley says, I just want Mahrez and Alisson deals to be done. So many rumours, yet no progression. Yeah, the Mahrez stuff's interesting, isn't it? You know, there's 2 different factions of journalists at the moment. One saying we're in for him, one saying we're not. You know, we're supposed to have had a medical yesterday, if you believe one side. Not hearing anything of how a medical went. It looks at the moment like Liverpool aren't interested in Mahrez, I suppose, from where I'm sitting, and I don't know any insider knowledge on this. I'm just reading both sides of the story, I suppose. Mahrez is a player that I like. I mean, don't be put off by the fact that he's a boss player in a shit side. I mean, you know, outside of the top 6, he's probably one of the best players in the league. You know, I think he's brilliant. Whether he fits into this Liverpool squad and Jurgen Klopp's mentality, what he likes from players, I'm a little bit unsure of, but he's a quality footballer. And he could play in the Champions League as well. It's whether you think that's a bit too much to spend, probably in the region of 40 million quid. Again, the one that I wanted was... sorry, I'm just reading a comment from Paul Lennon, sod off. The one that I wanted is Sanchez. I mean, you know, for me, it was a perfect fit. With a weakened Arsenal, it would have shown the Premier League that we do mean business, even though we've sold Phil Coutinho, because I think the optics of selling Phil Coutinho right now tells the clubs around us a lot about Liverpool, and I personally think that we need to replace him. But yeah, listen, there's so many people, and there are people talking, I think it's Jason Burt from the Telegraph, saying that there's an interest in signing being lines up. Who knows? We'll find out in the fullness of time, won't we? I expect this to be a very, very busy few days before the Manchester City game. Lots of rumours, lots of players being linked. Can't wait to see what happens, to be honest, because I'm fed up and I'm done with the Coutinho stuff almost. We've got one special to record now on the redmentv.com. We'll be doing probably an hour on Phil Coutinho with guests. So if you want to hear our full views on the transfer and who we believe that Liverpool should be going to sign between now and the end of January, and maybe even looking a little bit further forward to the summer, then you do need to sign up to the redmentv.com. It's £5 a month for all your breaking news. We recorded a podcast yesterday on the Phil Coutinho stuff with Mike Atkinson. Long-time subscribers will remember Mike. He's one of our best mates, to be honest with you. He used to be on the show loads and loads. Great to have him back on. Yeah, okay. Any more for me, Si? Yeah, so on Sanchez that you were just talking about, Bean's Music says we need to snatch Alexis Sanchez from City's clutches. The 2 strongest of the squad. He's our biggest hope of replacing Coutinho short term.
I fully agree with that. I really do. And, you know, first of all, it would hurt Manchester City. It would show them again
because signing Van Dijk shown them that we're a force. I believe we're the second best side in this Premier League at the moment. I believe that we were the second best side in the Premier League, and I'm not sure where I feel like we fit now that we've sold Phil Coutinho, but I really believe that we need to replace Phil Coutinho, and we'll be, as I say, we'll be talking about some replacements for Phil and the possibilities on the redmentv.com later on this morning. Chris says RJS11. Personally, I don't think we'll get replacement for Phil. I think Jurgen likes Lemar, is willing to wait for the summer. I think he might push Naby Keita in January, King Naby in Jan, and I want that Pro Evo. There you go. Ahmed Mahmood says, who's your top 10 Premier League players? Wow. Let's just start with, I'm not going to do all 10. I'll do my number 1, Kevin De Bruyne. LFC Fox, was it you, Paul, or Tom, who posted the feel bad for Bobby tweet? Ross. Stop cutting and pasting, for fuck's sakes. This isn't cut and paste. Yeah. Lemar is too left-footed. We need Sanchez, if not Mahrez, says Chris X. If you're giving that Pro Evo, I'll bring back Coutinho, says James Allen. If you can provide proof, I will certainly give you that Pro Evo. Okay, well, there we go then. That's been the Daily News Show for today. Some ups, some downs, as it always is. Don't forget to check back. If anything breaks today, any big stories, we will be back. Of course, we're going to go and film that Coutinho special, so do subscribe to redmentv.com if you haven't already. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel for your chance to win this unique copy of Pro Evolution Soccer. All you need to do, as I've mentioned, is comment, I want that Pro Evo, and be subscribed. Be one of the nearly 200,000 strong Redmen TV clan. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on the Redmen TV.